Hey all, me John again. Sorry I didn't make a video yesterday. Just got busy with life, playing with kids, and doing all sorts of household chores, cooking mostly. My sons like to help me out with cooking, more like make a mess, but good times, fun times. That's the good stuff about parenting is stuff like that. In any event, I wanted to talk about the situation that's been going on in Portland for a few months. Well, yeah, for a few months now with the AntiFa protests. Um, Here's the big thing. This is Portland, Oregon. Most everybody is not thrilled with Donald Trump as president. I think I'm safe in saying that. Um, you know, and a lot of people, in Portland resonate, with Antifa's, motives, uh, against bigotry, racism, homophobia, the whole gamut of, bigotry, prejudice, whatnot. That resonates with most Oregonians, with most Portlanders. Rest of the state is very different. You know, and even I, resonate with a lot of the stuff they say. Treat people respectfully, treat people right. But my issue with AntiFa in particular, and a lot of people in Portland is they're going around blocking traffic, slamming on people's hoods, stuff like that, their vehicles and everything like that. And it's like, why are you disrupting the lives and the commerce and everything of people who pretty much agree with you? Why would you basically piss off your constituents? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't. It's like, what sort of rhyme and reason is this? I mean, and a lot of people go around, and they basically call them Nazis. Well, like, we're not Nazis. Our friggin' name says, we're anti-fascists and stuff. Well, that's nice, but there's more to fascism than just the Nazis. I mean, there was more to it than that. Um, and It wasn't just, anti Semitism and white purity and stuff like that. It was also about, intimidation and uh, promoting beliefs, in a militant fashion and everything like that. It was very oppressive. Well, when you're being intimidating and things like that, people resonate with that, with, what the Nazis did. And so, I've talked with lots of people who are, SJWs, and they're perfectly nice, reasonable people. It's like, yeah, this is what we want and stuff like that, but they don't um, condone what a lot of the Antifa people do. I'm not saying all Antifa people are out there blocking traffic, slamming on people's hoods, and just being intimidating, but there are those who do, and those are the rabble rousers. Those are the ones that are pissing people off. And it's like, if you continue to do this, you're eventually going to push people towards the other side. They're going to start sympathizing with the right wing, and they're going to start sympathizing with, more of Donald Trump's unpopular stuff. People sit there and say, what do you mean everything he does is unpopular? Well, I disagree with that. Him trying to legalize pot, I think that's a great thing. I still, once again, I'm not a Donald Trump supporter. I don't like his politics. I mean, as a whole, I'm not, impressed with his presidency at all. But I will admit, when he does do a good thing, I'll give him credit. He does a good thing. Like when Obama was running, I didn't care for Obama as a president. Because he did things that I did not like, that didn't resonate with me. But I gave him credit where credit was due. Um, he told the truth on a few things. He said that he was going to reform healthcare. Well, I would say he hit the nail right on the head. I wasn't thrilled with the result of it. I don't like the whole mandatory healthcare thing. I don't like the fact that we stayed in all these countries and bombed these other countries, and the fighting extended now into Syria, and we went into Libya and stuff like that. I wasn't happy about that. I'm a pretty anti-war person. I'm pretty anti, you know, military engagements and whatnot, unless it's defensive in nature. And by defensive in nature, I'm talking like Pearl Harbor. A bunch of people come in and start attacking us. Okay, now we need to take military action. People are actually coming and killing people in America. Okay, but anyhow, back to the main point of AntiFa. Um, when you have these members who are going around and making you look bad, at what point do you go and you say, okay, let's stop? How do we distance ourselves from these guys who are going around and literally disrupting the daily lives of everyday people who, like I said, for the most part, pretty much agree with you? It's like, why aren't you guys doing this in, like, Dalles, Oregon or something like that, or like Pendleton or something like that, And the other thing is just don't block traffic. Don't, I understand getting a parade permit and stuff like that. I mean, you want to go get together, get a parade permit so you can go down the street and everything like that. That's cool. That's fine. That way there's things set up. People can be redirected. You don't have this big traffic issue. Because most of these people, they're just trying to get to work or they're just trying to get home. They've been working all day and stuff like that. And you're down there on your day off, protesting and stuff like that. I disagree with some of the people who are sitting there saying, like, oh, it's just a bunch of kids that have no jobs. Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of those guys have jobs and they're there on their day off. You know, trying to, say their piece. And, like I said, go say your piece. Go say what you feel. Like I said, I'm not a big Donald Trump fan either. I'm pretty, I would say, far libertarian leading. I think that, drugs should be decriminalized. I think that, people should have access to weapons. I think that people should be able to just live their lives in just relative peace. Just like, people want to get married to whoever they want to get married. They should be able to marry whoever that individual is, and, whatever they wish to think of themselves as is, cool. That's your business. I'm not going to stop you from doing it. Those are my beliefs. As long as whatever you do doesn't harm or oppress somebody else. In other words, like theft, rape, murder. You can break it down a little bit further, but as long as it doesn't involve basically harming other people, it should be perfectly fucking legal. Like if you want to go home, like if you work a job and you want to go home and fucking do a line of cocaine, whatever, it's your fucking business. Is something like that probably going to be bad for your health? Yeah, I think that there's a lot of studies that show that cocaine's not the greatest thing for you. But still, it's your choice. It's your body. I, that's just my politics. So, yeah, with the AntiFa thing, it's just you're just pissing off the people of Portland. Like I said, don't, this is a sort of an outreach to them. It's like, don't piss people off just trying to go about their fucking day. Most of these people in Portland agree with you. and you're sitting there getting mad at people who are, basically agreeing with you. But, if you keep that up, you're just going to push them to that other side. And plus, now there's other guys coming into Portland, and this is the part that really ticks me off, is then you have the counter protesters that show up, and they're getting in each other's faces. What's to stop them? What's to stop this from escalating further? What's to stop this from really spinning out of control? I'm not saying that AntiFa is going to make it spin further out of control. I'm saying that other people showing up and feeling like they have to go and clean house or something like that is what's going to make this thing get even worse. Because these situations don't resolve themselves unless you take care of it early. And by take care of, I just mean, hey, guys, why don't we be sensible about this? Take a deep breath. Be sensible about this. And, just take a moment.